Ah, Britain, one of the most civilized nations on the planet. A beacon of hope, a shining light across the world, glimmering brightly for all to see and aspire to be. One of the areas the proud Brits excel at is facilitating one of the most fairest, graceful and just democracies in the world. Here, observe.
See that twist when...
Oh, I see. Yeah. Brakes, Boris.
No, hardly. Brilliant, Jeremy. Keep going.
So that businesses, universities, parents and young people in Devon.
What did you do with Big Chungus? We know you're the sus imposter, and I saw you vent.
Yeah, so as you can see from that montage, UK politics isn't exactly what most people imagine, but definitely is extremely entertaining to watch and follow. And in this short presentation, I'm going to try and convince you why you should be paying attention to politics. Okay, first, a little context to UK politics and how it works. So, once every 4 years, a general election is called, which conveniently, as of watching this, is in a few weeks' time. During a general election, the public gets to vote. Vote on what, you may ask, and I'll tell you. Parliament candidates. Every area across the UK will elect one candidate each general election to go into Parliament and represent them. Now, typically, these candidates are related to political parties. In England, currently, the 4 largest ones are the Conservative Party, the Labour Party, the Liberal Democrats, and the Reform Party. A general election allows the public to elect one of these parties into power and allow them to form a government and install their leader as Prime Minister if they have the most elected MPs in Parliament after the election is concluded. Currently, the UK's Prime Minister is a man called Rishi Sunak, whose party won the 2019 general election. Now, why voting is incredibly important. Each party proposes a different way of running the country during the general election, with different key policies and decisions that can differ greatly between party. And it is up to you, the voter, in the next few years when you come of age, to decide which party should win. It's incredibly important because the selecting of a government will have huge effects on the country's future. They can affect areas such as housing, the NHS, jobs, education, defence, and the environment. The 2 largest parties in the UK, and the ones most likely to win the next general election, is the Labour Party and the Conservative Party. Their key ideas and policies of running the country differ greatly. For example, housing. Housing prices have been increasing drastically over the past few years, and it's become incredibly difficult for the youth to attempt to own houses. The Conservatives, for example, plan on supporting home ownership through initiatives, and plan to offer a discount to first-time home buyers and the youth. On the other hand, Labour want to build 150,000 social homes every year to provide affordable housing. It is up to you, the future voters, to decide which policy you prefer and which party should be able to implement their changes. Here, I'll do another example. As many of you may know, the world is becoming a scarier place. This can clearly be seen with examples such as the Ukraine conflict, and it could be argued that we could do with a larger military to keep us all safe. And that's what the Conservatives wish to do if they're elected. They want to increase military spending so the UK can get a larger military to defend against threats. The Labour Party, however, is not promising to do this, and wishes to spend the money elsewhere, such as the switching to green, renewable sources of energy. See, it's hard to decide which party would be best for the country, but that's what's so interesting about politics. There's no right answer. Every party has both pros and cons, and it's up for the people to decide which one they think is the best. So please, I implore you to follow the news for the next few weeks, and get involved in the general election that's coming up very soon. This is a once-in-a-4-year opportunity, and the effects of this general election will be felt for years to come and change the future of our nation forever.